Okay, the first thing we're gonna go with. Let me get my wires out of the way. Frick. First thing we're gonna deal with is these ecaps. Now, I don't care where that one there was, or what it was doing, or what it was trying to replace. This one here, I'm going to dismiss also. I'm not even going to worry how in the hell it's hooked up, because after this fiasco, I'm not sure, because I know that thing didn't wind up in there automatically by itself, poof, one day. So I'm going to not worry about how this one's configured or what it's hooked to or whatever. It's going to come out. Now, what I'm going to concern myself with is the three here are 8, 4, and 4. Now, what I'm going to use is a 4.7, 4.7, and a 10. These are all, I think these are rated at these 4s are rated at 350, and this one here is rated at 400. If I recall, the 8 microfarad in the list is rated at 400. And looking at this thing here, if you noticed, these two here share a B plus line, so they tie together. This one here also ties in with the other two, so there's one B plus line that comes out. That's the reason this line is heavy. It's the B plus. Now, there are 3 other wires coming out of that can. They all look black, but believe me, after a good close reviewing and a little scrapey and grippy and stuff, I can tell that there's a brown, there is a black in there, and there is a green. If you look at that one there pretty good, and if it was in a good light, that one there would be green, and that is one that comes out of there. The black one comes out, you can see it going off in that direction. It comes up here and ties right there to pin 8 of the A7 tube. Pin 8 of the A7 tube is grounded, so there is that one. So that is taken care of. These other two are going on the B minus line. It shares with the field coil. One ties to the center tap, goes into one of the B minus lines to the field coil, and it goes around the field coil and comes back out the other side where a green is attached. Here's one side of the field coil connection. It comes up here and ties to the end of that resistor right there, what I called the high side earlier. That green wire also ties there. So there's our tie point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clip all of these wires coming out of here tight to the can, as tight as I can get to the can, because I can't remove this can, because that speed nut right there I can get to. this one over here, with a little work, I could get to it also, but they blobbed in some globula there, and I'd have to superheat it in order to extract it from around that thing so I could turn it. So I'm not even going to worry. I'm going to take me some flush cuts and go in there as tight as I can and nip all of those, leaving the ends connected to the original points, so I can now that one over there, I'm not gonna have to worry about it. I can just ground it to here. Let me see. That one there, okay. That one there, I'm going to get rid of. I don't need it. I won't need it anymore. Now what I'm going to do is I've modified one of my mini strips and cut off what I needed. 3 lugs and a ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that right down in there. And I'm going to take the end of the lead that I cut back here, and I'm going to come to one of the, let me get this thing so I can, okay. I'm going to tie to any one of these. The other 2 are going to be for the B minuses of the 2 floating ones. So one of these, this one, the end of it will come over and tie to one of these empty slots, and the one that ties down here comes back over to there. It's going to come over and tie to the other one that is empty. One of the caps, one of the 4s, will be grounded to this lug. This lug will be grounded to the chassis via solder, as Mr. Carlson says. The other 2, they are gonna, the minuses are gonna tie to each one of those. All the pluses are going to be tied to the last one, and that's how we're going to take that. And this one here is going to come out. I don't care about what it's doing, why it was there, or who put it there. So we're going to go back to the beginning, when the earth was fresh and men were free. And now that's what we're going to do for this portion of this segment. When I get it complete, I'll come back and show you the changes. Then we're going to investigate what else we got to take care of before we replace the power cord and go for a checkout. So stand by. Okay, there we are. There is the mini terminal right here. We've got 1, 2, 3 wires tied to it. All 3 positives of these caps are going to tie to this lug right here, number 2. The negative of the 8 microfarad cap is going to tie to this lug, the positive to that lug. One of the 4.7 microfarad caps is going to tie the positive to this lug and the negative to that lug. That lug is grounded. That is going to be that one, B. The other 4.7 microfarad cap, the positive is going to tie to this lug, and the negative is going to tie to that lug. So that takes care of all three caps. The negative of the one of the 4.7 microfarad caps will be the green wire, and the other one will be the brown wire. Well, this one here is the green wire that comes up here and ties to one end of the canned ohm. Okay, that is that one. The other one is over here. It's supposed to come over and tie into this lug right there. That was the brown one. That is that one. If you can see it back in there, it's there. It's the one that comes up to here. You can see it does look brown. I mean, after a period of time, it just gets hot, I guess, and so that is the one that goes to the 8 microfarad, and that's the one that's going to be in the first slot here. So with that in mind, now I didn't even bother wasting time on clipping that one. I could clip it here and clip it there. I might do that and just get rid of it, because I don't want anybody in the future thinking that this one here means anything. So I'm gonna clip it, get out of it. But I don't have to for the radio to work. I'm just gonna clean that sucker up there and be gone with it, and nobody in the future will have to worry about it. Well, if we have a future, let's put it that way. So now we are going to concentrate on getting that boogery thing out of there. We're gonna crap it, shit can it, and be done with that. I don't waste time testing caps to see if they're viable. These are crap now. Testing them is a big waste of time. So that one there, I'm gonna have to investigate what it is. Rated at 600 volts. This one down here, I don't know. It might be rated at 200 volts or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, it's gone. This one here is going to be a consideration to be gone before power up. Everything else looks like it's not stressed yet. So let me get that done and we'll be back. Okay, here we are. We got the 10, the 4.7, and a 4.7 all tied in. Negative here, negative here, negative there, and a positive there. All three positives there. Now, had to put the cord on there. They wired directly in to the thing, so I had to cut through their splicing, and whoever they were, and put a terminal strip in that I could tie my leads to for the power, hot and cold. So later on we're going to put a cross the line cap on there to alleviate any spikes and shit and whatever crap that we can come up with, they can come up with. And we're ready to check this thing out, provided the tubes cooperate. I haven't checked the tubes. I'll test them in battle, and then we'll hunt down the culprit if this thing does not squeak. Oh, one other thing. That one cap that I told you that was kind of looking a little problematic, that there was the bypass cap, or the coupling cap, sorry about that. It's this one here, number 7, the coupling cap. Something was cooking it, for sure. Let's see, did I check this transformer? We'll check it first before we power it up. I won't video that. I'm just going to go across the pins here, because that's all, because it's mounted here in the chassis and not on the speaker. So let me get this done. We'll be back. Okay, we're going to get this done short order. It's going to be down and dirty. Doggy is screaming at me. It's dinner time. It is 5 o'clock thereabouts in the evening, and we're clipped on to my long wire, one of my long wires. I think this other one is for a ground, and I'm not going to worry about it right now. Plugged into the dumb boys, the 75 water. We're going to, our switch is on and turned up. We're set over here on the broadcast, and I'm going to check this tube out too. See if it lights up at all. It's a 6E5. I would think that it would do something, but it may not. The U5s I noticed, and the G5s have been all weak. All weak tubes, not weak as in weak. Okay, so now I've got my CFLs turned off here, and I've got my my halogens off. I do have my triple threat over there, and that white wire that you see going across there, that's my external antenna. One of them anyway. The other one goes out over there on that corner. So I got all the tubes loaded, and we're ready for a fire up. So let's see. We've got a nice glow out of it. 250 kilocalories. 270, 280. And we're getting something from the speaker. 29. Oh, that buzz, 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 buzz there, you hear? That's that cotton picking thing. Fricka, fracka, fracka, fricka, fricka. I'm charging up my nickel metals, 9 volt. I buy all my batteries as rechargeables, so that way I can always swap them. That way I'm not hunting for good batteries, you know. Some people like saving dead batteries for some reason. I just swap them out and put them back in. So I'm going to leave that going, because I need these batteries up, because my meter takes 9 volts, and my sensors outside take 9 volts. So we got lamps, and we're getting some from the speaker. I took the dial panel off because I'm gonna clean it up, and I didn't want to ruin the plastic. This is a kind of a hard plastic on it that they printed on, and I didn't want to risk getting it injured. So I took it off the thing before monkeying around and doing a blow job. Well, not a blow job. I mean, taking my air nozzle to the chassis to blow all the crud out of it before I started flipping it and turning it and breathing it and taking a bath in it. So let's see what we get here. Let's see. Do we get anything on there? Yeah, it's got a green glow to it, but it's nowhere near. Oh, look. We got slippage. So the tuner's real tight. Real tight. So we're gonna see if I can get over it. There we go. I was wondering why I was so close. Yeah, you wouldn't get all that buzz in it if it wasn't for that and my CFLs. But I just wanted to see if it was going to receive anything. And it needs a serious alignment.
Joint replacement and spinal surgeries.
Well, that's our local. That should be.
Rehabilitation, along with nurse navigators for a seamless patient experience.
Well, she's getting brighter, but it's not going to do. I think I got one in the rack.
Call 800-657-7880.
Okay, let's yeah, buttons need cleaning. Let's see if we can get anything, a squeak out of the shortwave. Yeah. Okay. Hey, guess what? We're playing in the game. Okay. This is going to have to be it. Ooh, speech works. Kinda. So, we're going to shut it down. Go inside, feed doggy, sit with doggy, and ponder this and get this loaded into my processor. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned. We're going to have some more fun coming your way.